Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we are going to play with almighty UDES 16. And I must admit that it is far away from being my favorite tank because of the gun, but we are going to talk about this very soon. First of all, what I want to highlight one thing, fellas. If you are curious about one or another tank, you can find the YouTube videos easily on the index page. You can see when we had last time YouTube video. You can find the community ratings. You can rate the tank yourself if you are logging in via our gaming API, and you can find a lot of information there. Also, I'm happy to say that we have over 100,000 ratings, which is absolutely glorious, and it is amazing. And you know what I want to say as well? I am excited to play with this tank the same way as Katita is excited to play with this way. As you can see, zero emotions, fully sleeping. This is how I feel as well playing with this tank, fellas. This is how I feel. Okay, listen, I really want to highlight that it is not my favorite tank in the world of tanks. Okay, just to say that out of the way, just to highlight this and just to say, listen, guys, it's not my favorite tank. The main reason why, so I am finding the trouble to play with this tank because of the gun handling. The gun handling of this vehicle is pretty bad, okay? The gun handling of this tank is pretty bad, that's for sure. Yeah, sure, sometimes you can hit and everything is fine, hip hip hooray, but on the most part, I find the gun handling being very bad of this vehicle, right? But once again, that's only me. The best thing what I could say about this tank is probably that you have a bit of the armor to play hold down with it, right? This is the best part of all of this, and this is what this tank is capable of doing. You can play hold down with it, and that's about it. This is where the fun ends for me with this vehicle, right? I know some people love this tank, and I know some people are saying, oh my bananas, what a beautiful tank this is. I do not know why would you complain about this vehicle, right? I understand, and I get it 100%, right? It's just my opinion about this tank. That's what I think, and this is how I look into all of this, right? So where the gameplay goes, in my humble opinion, right, with the gameplay, this tank has the heavy tank gameplay. Not really sniper schnitzel, but you are more likely playing a bit closer to the heavy line, and you are trying to play hold down, so the distance between you and enemies is going to be tiny touch lower, and everything will be fine in this way, right? I just want to say how do I feel this vehicle works for me, or go to the ridge line, you know, and be relatively close to the enemy forces. That's what I mean, and that's what I am highlighting. Other than that, yeah, there is not that much things to say about this tank, right? For equipment, I personally like to use the sniper schnitzel equipment of this tank to maximize the gun handling to the best of my abilities. As an example, now I am playing with ventilation, rammer, and improved aiming units, so I can hit those longer range shots a bit better. And some people would say I'm even mean to rate this tank 2 stars in the index page, but I am talking from my experience. I had so many situations when I simply could not do absolutely anything from the bigger distance than 200 meters, and all shells are flying left, right, center, you know. You just cannot rely on the tank that much, you know, and this is what I personally really disliked. Plus, on top of that, there is obviously this tank is burning, you know, and whatnot. There is, let's say it's not ideal. Can this tank work? Absolutely yes. My goal in this session with this vehicle, to make this vehicle work and to do at least I would say 4,000 combined would be what I am aiming for and what I want to see. But once again, I treat this tank as a heavy tank, you know? I do not really treat this as a sniper schnitzel. So, Skill, I have a question. You are highlighting the same stuff all over again. I do not understand. You are saying you are treating this tank as a heavy tank, and yet still you are playing from the middle in this map. 100% I do, and I stand by this gameplay, you know? Playing from the middle, it's not necessarily a horrible idea in this kind of situation. There is plenty of the tanks with which I would play from here, and I would enjoy my experience in this way, right? especially with the tanks with which you kind of need to play hold down, and this is more likely side scrapping type of gameplay, right? If we would play in, let's say, Shit River or something like this, it would be a bit different situation and we could play a game a bit differently. By the way, I just want to highlight one thing. The gun handling is treating us extremely good in this game. The gun handling is actually very, very nice. Oh my bananas, the best sniper schnitzel in the world of tanks, fellas. Why people are complaining about this tank, I just don't know. I just do not know, fellas. Huh. Professional gamer, I know, I'm just that good, fellas. I am just that good, and enemies are going through the open field just to say hi to us. You know, this is how it feels like at this point. Beautiful shot, excellent. So far, very, very good play. So far, we are doing a heavy lifting, fellas, and I want to keep up it in this way, if you know what I mean. Very nice. I like it. I like it, fellas. Okay, hopefully our budget will be able to spot some snipers from this area. That's what I am hoping for, and that's what I would love to see. Also, eventually we are going to grow balls, and we will try to make a bit of pressure for the Emil as well. But currently it's a bit too early for this, if you know what I mean. Patriot is getting spotted and he is instantly getting slapped from someone who is playing around this area, so we need to keep this in mind. Beautiful, how are you doing? Wow, this gun handling in this game. Oh my bananas. Oh my bananas, fellas. What a beautiful gun handling. What a beautiful gun handling this is, huh? I think this is one of those games when we should win the game, you know, and when everything is going that well, it is impossible to lose. Meanwhile, our team is saying, hold my banana skill. We are going to make sure that we are going to lose this game, okay? You can dream about the winning, you can dream about whatever you want. We are going to make sure that you will enjoy yourself to the maximum. Yes, skill, easy. Okay. Let me see what do we have. I want to get a tiny touch more aggressive here. Not by humongous margin, but just a bit more aggressive. So now, while sitting into this bush, maybe we could, and maybe we will be able to spot someone here and slap them. Also, Emil is down to fartable, and in fact, Emil is going straight to the garage. Meanwhile, I really like how the situation is looking like, because we have the T-44 who is going for us through the middle of the field, and now all we need to do, we need to keep farming this gentleman for a good measure, you know? He's down to fartable and he is going straight to the garage. Absolutely glorious. This is exactly what we want to see. And now all we need to do, we need to slap everyone trying to make a bit of pressure in the heavy line. Because I think this is actually the best gameplay which we could have at the moment. Obviously, I am very, very well aware of that our TNH is a bit in a bit of the trouble. And by saying a bit of trouble, I mean humongous trouble, right? I'm very, very well aware of that. But in the same time, I know that we can craft some good angles here. Do I just want to get involved? I mean, they are kind of down to fartable, not gonna lie. Okay, we are joining the fight. This is the moment whenever we are saying, yeah, we are making pressure and we are going to be... This is what I think. Yeah, we are trying to help this gentleman. Can we? Yes, we can. Oh, my bananas. That was close. That was close. Sorry. I reacted a bit slower than I should have. Unfortunate, but there is nothing what we can change about this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I am talking about, fellas. This is when the gun is simply saying no thank you, and the gun is saying you shall no pass. This is how it feels like. Now, we are going to take our time to load the high explosive ammunition, and we should be able to two-shot Scorpion without bigger problems whatsoever, and then we should be able to farm remaining of the forces here. I have no doubts that the Scorpion will try to escape here. That is okay. We cannot complain about this. and we should be fine. 2, 1. He's not going, but that's okay. We can go for side scrapping and we can slap him like this. That's okay. Let's try to ram him to death. Can we ram him to death? I do not really think we can. And all we need to do, we need to eliminate the remaining forces here. Beautiful. Very, very strong play and very nice play. Now, what is the reason why this game is going so well? I can tell you that I can answer into your question extremely easily. The main reason why everything is going so well because we shit-talk this tank. We started our session with saying this tank has problems, this tank isn't ideal, Then we made this tank question its life choices, and in the end of the day, we are playing well, fellas, and we are having a bloody great time, right? That's all we needed for a full happiness, fellas. Just to shit-talk the tank for a good measure. How about that? How about that, fellas? That's all we needed. Now, how we can slap this Vaza? Kaboom! Unfortunately, we missed the shot. Once again, you see? Now I said some good things. That is a problem. We cannot say good things about this vehicle, fellas. It's just not an option. It is just not an option, fellas. There is no good things to say. How about high explosive ammunition on? Beautiful. High explosives are on. And now probably this gentleman is sitting somewhere here near the red line. Okay, very, very nice. Understandable. Understandable. Now, even if I would take one for the team, I still should survive. So this is going to be all right. And where exactly is this mother trucker sitting at, huh? Where exactly is this mother trucker? Okay, let's go for a blind shot just like so. That is a beautiful blind shot. And now we are having a blast. You know what? There is only one way how we can do this. There is only one way how we can do this. No! I try to do my best, fellas. I try to do my best. Now, a beautiful shot to the ass, and we are having a victory dance just like so. How about that, fellas? How about that? What a beautiful game. Fellas, I'm excited. Look, we made the UDES work. I remember we used to have a horrible Monday video with this tank. That's how much I hated it. And now, fellas, I think I know what is the reason of our success. Fellas, we have a lucky talisman here, okay? Our lucky talisman is saying, easy, I can make anything work. Look at this beauty. 6 kills, 5.3 thousand damage, 1.3 thousand assisting damage, a very solid ace. We have ourselves a top gun, we have a high caliber, we have 1.4 base experience, and we even made profits as well. What a glorious game. Keep it up, UDES. Don't keep us dry, please. Just let us have some fun and let us perform to the same level. Pretty please, let's go. Okay, fellas, round number 2, Serene Coast Standard Battle. Let's see what we can do with this beautiful, magnificent mother trucker. So the first things first, we are going to play hold down. This tank is shining whenever you are playing hold down properly. So what is my idea? My idea is to go to the Charlie 1 position and just to play with it as a heavy tank it is, right? This is the idea, this is the goal, this is the dream, and this is what we want to do. Although, not gonna lie, I am kind of disturbed by amount of the forces going to the heavy line. This is making me to rethink my life choices. Do I actually want to play here? Because we just do not really have the armor here. I am afraid. At this point, fellas, I'm afraid. Even one object 752 would be a problem to us to deal with. And I have a feeling that they might have way more than that, speaking about the forces here. An escape from here would be pretty damn painful. You know what? This is like literally a bank play, fellas. What do I mean by saying this is if enemies have plenty of the heavy tanks, let's say 3 heavies going here, we are kind of in the poo-poo hole, you know? We are not feeling great, and then the situation is significantly worse. Or significantly worse, I suppose to say. But you know what? We are going to be okay. We are brave mother truckers, and hopefully we are going to be alright. Now, we are playing hold down here, and hold down play with this tank is bread and butter, fellas. The hold down play with this tank is a bread and butter. This is what we want to see. We can clearly tell that enemies do not have many forces playing in this line. That being said, we are going to make some kind of crossfire, right? My mission is to take this position here and to slap this gentleman in the face, okay? Or in the side, or in the ass, doesn't really matter. I want to provide the crossfire for our team. This is the most important thing at the moment. Also, I believe it makes sense that enemies have some sniper schnitzels playing here. So first things first, we are checking for sniper schnitzels in this area, and so far we cannot see anything and we are not getting spotted ourselves. Okay, that makes sense. Now, we are checking where this mother trucker is, and we are slapping him in the forehead. Now the object is considering his life choices and he is thinking, oh my bananas, I do not feel great here. I do not like it. Now I am saying, oh my bananas, this doesn't look that great as I initially thought it will. Meanwhile, there is a gentleman with the autoloader who is just making pressure and who is regretting his life choices because he doesn't have a turret. And I'm saying, you know what? Triangle? Nice. How is your turret? How is your turret? Enjoying yourself? Yeah, I know. So you see, this is the minus playing triangle. Whenever you are playing triangle and rushing in front by saying blah, 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 it doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to have a successful gameplay, sir. It happens. I know it happens for all of us. Now, this gentleman will try to hit us, but this is kind of complicated situation for him because this tank has a bit of the armor whenever you are playing hold down. If you play hold down with this tank and you are brawling a bit, that's a different situation for this tank, if you know what I mean. And excellent. So far we are doing a very good job and we need to keep it up. Yes, I am aware of that our team is losing the game by 7,000 hit points, but I do not really think it is our fault or how we are playing the game, right? I just do not really think that we can complain about this, if you know what I mean. Meanwhile, Mr. Wafflecock is crossing through the open field, so we are slapping him, and so far I am feeling very satisfied with our performance. Meanwhile, can we hit the Mr. Shrek over there? We can. Beautiful. So far, it looks great. So far, everything looks fine, and I cannot complain that much about this tank, huh? I mean, fellas, what is the chance that I underrated this vehicle, huh? Maybe I am having just great session, you know, and maybe my mood is top-notch because I am pre-recording videos before vacations, right? Maybe I enjoy the World of Tanks at the moment to that level that even this tank feels like the best vehicle in the World of Tanks. Maybe this is the thing. I do not know. You tell me, fellas. But for now, I definitely can highlight that this vehicle looks great, and I think we are doing quite a bit of the heavy lifting with this tank, right? Meanwhile, we are slapping the Mr. Waffle. Waffle is saying, "Kyo, kyo, 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 kyo." He is not enjoying himself, and this is exactly what we want to see, right? We want to see Waffle suffering a bit. Not to the huge margin, just a bit, but that is more than enough. Meanwhile, Waffle is trying to go like this, and now we are activating our siege mode and we are slapping him once again. Waffle is considering his life choices and he is tracked. And now all we need to do, we need to use our gun depression, which worked just fine, and we got penetrated in the face, in the gun, right there. You can see that yourself. Not much what I can change about this. I can only accept my responsibility and I can say, "Kyo, kyo, 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 kyo." This is the moment whenever we can't complain, probably. But that's okay, happens for the best of us. We cannot be winners all the time. Sometimes we need to accept the responsibility, and sometimes we need to take one for the team. Gun, excuse me. UDES 16, you beautiful, magnificent mother trucker. What is wrong with you? Why the gun works so good, huh? Fellas, it is my session. I'm telling you, it's all about the mood. It is all about the mood. What a great game that was. Very, very nice. Skill, you lost the game. Yeah, what can you do? You cannot be winner all the time. But so far, performance is looking great. Did I underrate this tank? Who knows? Let's see. Okay, very nice. 4.3 thousand damage, 1,000 assisting damage, 4 kills. Beautiful performance overall. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and 58,000 profits. Fellas, we are slapping the living crap out of the UDES. I am extremely surprised. So far, our performance with this tank is 4.8 thousand average damage and 1.2 thousand assisting damage. Egg tuna. Let's go. Let's keep it up. Okay, fellas. What do we have? We have a cliff and we have the standard battle. Let's see what we can do. On the cliff standard battle, huh? What we can do on the cliff standard battle? The matchmaking is tier 10 matchmaking, which is quite a complicated stuff, but I have an idea. There is an idea burning in my head, okay? And what we want to do, we want to take this side position. It is going to be quite a risky one, but hey, I am willing to take the risk. And we will try to slap every and each mother trucker playing here. Hopefully, we are going to be successful. Okay, Baza has the same thought. Now this is going to be a bit more complicated because Buzz is buzzing around. That's okay. I do not really think he is going to hit a shot like this. I'm not even acting surprised. I am not even acting surprised because hitting shot like this with Baza on the turbo mode, that is kind of unique, to say the least, and it is not so simple. Meanwhile, Mr. Object is trying to get involved. That's okay. I want him to use his repair kit so he would feel tiny touch less safe, if I can say so. And now we have the IS-4. This is endgame boss, fellas. IS-4 is endgame boss for us. Yes, you can see. This is very, very, very no bueno. It is very hard to do something for us for this guy. And in fact, I think I just need to go sideways. I need to try to hit him on the side and I need to try to escape from here. Because this is kind of game over. Can we escape in time? This is the question. Apparently we can. Can we? I'm running for my life like there is no tomorrow. Luckily, Char Futur missed the shot. I'm trying to hit him. No aim shot and I'm trying to turn like this and I am surviving. Oh my bananas. What a game this is, fellas. What a game this is. This is very, very complicated situation. Luckily for us, our team has this. Luckily for enemies, enemies has the heal and enemies have this. This is very, very, very complicated situation, you see? In this kind of situation, we simply overestimated our powers, which happens once in a while whenever you are playing heavium. Or heavy medium tank, however you would call this, and now we are having just significantly harder situation for ourselves, right? I would love to say that we could do something about this, but we can't. Also, please pay attention at the gun handling. As you can see, the gun handling can troll this tank quite a bit, and the third game is giving us the typical treatment of the UDES 16. At least for now, it looks this way. We are going to be fine, we are going to survive, and we are very, very patient mother truckers, fellas. This is what we have now. We are just patient. Very hard game, truly. Extremely hard battle. I would love to push this to 4,000 damage, so our session would be phenomenal and our session would be complete. But as you can see, it is definitely significantly harder than it might look like from the very first glance. That's for sure. That is for sure, fellas. Plus, on top of that, we have IS-4, who is being extremely aggressive. And he's showing the dominance over there for us, right? Our E5 is taking one for the team meanwhile, but luckily he's making a bit of pressure for Centurion as well. Now, since Centurion went a bit back, I think this is the moment whenever we are going to say hello for this IS-4. And what is our thought? Our thought is to punish this guy, right? That's what we want to see. Yes, we have plenty of the forces here. Yes, we have some sniper schnitzels over there who can slap the living crap out of the C4, and this is exactly what we are looking for. This is exactly what we need, fellas. Although we need to be patient because our hit points pool at the moment is kind of GG finito, right? And we need to use our brain to the maximum, right? Plus, on top of that, we are trying to use our gun depression, and I do not really think they have snipers in the back. So, this is the moment whenever we are farming the object 263 and we are saying, no, how is your day going? Good luck penetrating us. That's what we are saying. Good. Good. So far, so good. I have a feeling that I should reload definitely significantly quicker than this guy will, and that basically means we are sending him straight to the garage. Now, I do not really think they have any sniper schnitzels here in the back. That being said, we are just using our siege mode to have as much gun depression as we physically and possibly can against this T-57. And even if the T-57 is shooting the gold, which he doesn't, but if he would shoot gold, he's not that big of the danger for us as it might look like at first, right? Although, as you can see, T-57 armor is kind of trollish. That's okay. We are trying to eliminate him from the game. We are doing our best. And now probably he has hits loaded. Hits is definitely not what I am looking for, but luckily, fellas, we eliminated him from the game. Absolutely glorious. Now we need to figure out how to play this game. There is a Manticore, there is a Baza, and there is plenty of the other mother truckers on top of the hill. Definitely harder choice to make a bit of pressure like this, but we will see. Can we do something about this or we cannot? I am just trying to be annoying, right? Opa. Ah, that was kind of a bad pick. That was a bad pick, fellas. Ay. We could have gotten significantly more. Bad gameplay. Bad gameplay in the end. Still, I'm very happy with UDES 16 performance. Holy bananas. Okay, let's see the end game score and what we crafted. Wow. That's a great game. And fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming back after last battle with this beautiful, magnificent tank. And fellas, we are slaughtering it. 4.2 thousand damage, 100 assisting damage. We are second by experience, we are second by the damage, and we got 35,000 profits. You know what? Our session was extremely good. We played for 4.6 thousand average damage and for 800 assisting damage. That was very, very nice. This is a solid 5.45 or 5.5 thousand combined. 5.5 thousand combined game. Absolutely glorious, or I suppose to say session. So I have a question in this situation. Did I underrate this tank? Did UDES deserves better rating? Maybe UDES should go a bit up. And obviously the gun, I have no doubts about the gun, that the gun can be trollish. But other than that, maybe I underrated this tank. Maybe we could raise a rating a little bit. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And thank you very much for watching, you sweet, magnificent mother truckers. Thank you very much for everything and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.